everyone, this is your girl Fabulous Annie. How's everyone? Hello everyone, I'm your girl Fabulous Annie. Welcome to Fabulous Annie Show. It's exciting, guys. It's exciting to be back with you guys. Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys. Oh Lord, I've been busy, you know, on my medical career journey. You know, I just finished I kind of had to have a break. You know, I just finished. I still have a couple more exams because it never ends. It never ends. But today I wanted to catch you guys up on Housewives of New Jersey reunion. Oh Lord, it was a juicy one, guys. It was a juicy. Let me take a sip first. You know, we have tea to talk about. We have a lot of tea to catch up on. Yeah, we have a lot of tea to catch up on. I am eating. You guys won't guess what I'm eating right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh Lord. Help me, Lord. Oh my goodness. I'm like eating what I'm not supposed to be eating. But guess what? You don't have to do so much hard work and everything. I've been studying, changing my chair and everything. You know, you just need a little bit of donuts. Okay, guys, let's get back to the business at hand. Oh Lord, this is a juicy one too. Look at this one. I bet you want some. Okay, guys. Well, the reunion was, oh my goodness, it was, I don't want to say disaster. No. It was fabulous. It was juicy. It was everything you expect. And more. I'm telling you. Like, they gave us our money's worth. I'm telling you, let me put it that way. Oh my goodness, it was so explosive. It was so juicy. It was like everything. I'm telling you. You know, Teresa is still pissed. You know, she just had like appendectomy not so long. I think they said a week ago or so. So she wasn't supposed to scream or shout at the reunion at all from advice from her doctor. But did she listen? No! You know we need our girl. I'm telling you, this season of the Housewives of New Jersey was one, I would say, was the best season ever. Let me tell you guys, the best season ever. Teresa is back. I'm telling you, back. I don't know if it was because, you know, last season she just, you know, she was still on parole, so she had to behave herself so she would be sent back to jail, or whether she was like recovering from, you know, being in jail, and you know, or I don't know what it was, because last season it seemed like she was a bit I would say she was a bit calm. She was allowing people ride on her. Like she had people like had to defend her, you know, and you know, all those kind of things like that, you know. And I was like, come on, Tree, come on, Teresa, come on, Tree, you can do it, you know, you can do it and stuff. You know, she was a bit, I think maybe because her mom and her dad passed and everything, you know, and you know, so she felt somehow, you know, there was some sort of calmness about her. It wasn't like the table flinging Teresa or the whatever, all the juiciness that we watch the Housewife of New Jersey for, you know. So I was like, come on, Tree, you can do it. You don't let another person come on your show and take your show, you know, because I think Jennifer was going after her, throwing that, oh, you've been in jail, you're a criminal, you're a this, you're that, and everything. And Teresa was like, you know, Teresa was just how I put it, Teresa was just like, I almost said like just allowing her to do that, you know. And I was like, come on, Teresa, you can do it. You can allow somebody to come on your show and like push you off your show, whatever, you know. So this season, it seemed like if she read everything I said, or either that, or she heard me, you know. So sisters, whatever. She heard me, girl, and she came ready. She came to represent. She's like, I am the queen of New Jersey, for real. I am the queen of New Jersey. You know, I might have a new king, but I am still the queen of New Jersey. Yes, you are, girl. She came. She gave us everything. I'm telling you, like everything I expected. She gave us. Plus, I don't know how I put it. Like I think she probably. I probably need to give her a refund. It was that juicy, guys. Oh my goodness. maybe I should give a recap of this season and what this season has been about. This season, oh my goodness, Margaret came with a bag of worms. I'm telling you, she had like dug deep into the grave to get all these worms out. She was like, whoop, 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 whoop. You know, she first of all started with who? Jennifer. Jennifer Aiden. She said, oh, Jennifer Aiden dug up from the grave 10 years ago when this Jennifer's husband Bill cheated with, according to Jennifer, it was a sales, what was it, sales representative? No, it was whether it was a pharmaceutical sales representative, because she was like it's not a office clerk. It was a pharmaceutical representative or whatever. I was like, what difference does it make? If somebody, your husband still cheated with somebody in the office, that's what it means, you know, whatever, you know. And so it was like, you know, it was, she dug up from the grave, you know, that incident, and it was hurtful to watch Jennifer go through this whole season, you know, trying to, how I put it, I wouldn't say that, she was trying, because it seemed like to me, Jennifer did not commit the crime. It was Bill, allegedly, who did what he did. You understand? But it seemed like as soon as they couldn't get to Bill, it was Jennifer that they were heaping it on. And it was like Margaret was going after Jennifer because Jennifer said that, you know, that she allegedly was promiscuous, you know, or, you know, but if you watch the show, Margaret boastfully, allegedly, told us of how she slept with her boss to get up, to move up. You understand what I'm saying? How she cheated with her husband, allegedly, with the pool boy who she is with right now, allegedly, and then she like carries herself and she says all those things like with pizzazz, like, oh my goodness, we should be like, bravo, girl, you did this, you did that, you whatever, you know. She wrote a whole book about it and everything. And so Jennifer was like, well, you are out there spreading your worms, you know what I'm saying? You were spreading your worms that have turned to maggots or whatever, you know, and boastfully talking about it, how you broke homes allegedly and so, you know, and you are digging up something about my husband, something that a woman did to me, a woman that tried to, you know, that a woman, her husband, you know, did, you know, to her, and then you are like blaming her, or you're talking about her, you know, something like that. That's what was happening. So that's the season, how the season started, you understand? Then next, Teresa thought she was safe. Oh girl, no. They went after her new love, her love bubble. Your love bubble. She says I love bubble, so sweet. Well, they went after her love bubble, Louis, you know, because since she and Louis started going out, it seemed like people, his ex, don't really like him or whatever. They have dirt on him or have things against him, you know, whatever. First of all, it was a video that came to life about him. He was like on the beach. I don't know, initially it was like he was butt naked, but finally he cleared it up that he was wearing boxers with a bunch of guys. So because when they first brought the video, I was like, what are you trying to insinuate? Are they trying to say that he is on the other side, or what is, you know, or he's, you know, he's double taking, or what is it that they're trying to insinuate? Because I was like listening, I was like, what's going on, you know? And just to find out that he said that from what he explained to us eventually, you know, I don't know, he should have explained all this time, but I bet you if he had explained all this time, we would have had a show to watch. So we had to wait to the end, the reunion, for him to explain himself. But the video surfaced of him on the beach with a bunch of guys, and they were like, whether they were like in a sorority court hazing or whatever, I don't understand what was going on actually, but they said he was pleading his love to someone and he was committing to the person. But according to Louis, he said he was breaking up with the person, so that's where the confusion came from. Everybody was like, how can you breaking up with somebody and you're committing to the person, you know, and stuff like that. So people were like worried about him, and they also had allegations, you know, about his ex, talking about how he had slashed their tires, how he had domestic violence against his ex-wife, how he had you know, shouted at her in front of kids, and so, you know, that kind of thing, you know. So according to Margaret, she was trying to tell Teresa to be on the watch out, but Teresa was like, girl, I got this, I'm a big girl, I can handle myself, you need to back off. You need to back off and mind your own business. That's what it was. But Margaret won't back off because Margaret has no storyline, girl. She has to come up with something to keep her relevant on the show. So she dug up more stuff like Digger. She won't give up. She's like, Louis needs to explain. But Teresa was like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have to explain jack to nobody, girl. And Margaret was like, no, I'm not going to let it go. He needs to. And then Teresa was like, no, yes, you are going to let it go. I mean, girl, what's her name? Teresa Jujushi, or whatever they call her, came out. I mean, she was like throwing things, like, like. She flipped. Not even flipped. The whole dining set was the drinks. I'm telling you, like, come on, everything on Margaret. For real, I'm telling you, I was like, go girl, this is what we watch the show for. She has become the most hated housewife in the history of housewifiness. I'm telling you. You should you go to all the sites of Bravo sites, people are hating on her. They're asking for her to be removed from the show. Oh, she is evil. She's this, she's that. I was like, girl, please. I'm watching for all the drama. That's what I watch for. I don't watch for them to be like, was it? No, I don't watch for that. I watch for all the drama. Come on, bring it. That's what I watch for. Come on now. I watch to see the extraordinary. All the, how we put it, the extra. Come on now. That's what we watch for. We don't watch to be, what do they call it? I am in place and everything. No, we don't watch for that. We watch for all the table flipping, all the That's what we watch the housewife for. Come on, people. If you remove Teresa from the show, there won't be a show, guys. Come on, wake up from your graves and hear me. There won't be a show. She is the show. She is the show. She is doing exactly what I almost want to say we pay her for. I'm having too much fun, guys. I'm having too much fun. I love my nails. You see, guys? I love my nails. So cute. Okay, I digress. Okay, let me get back to the story. So that was what the season was all about. And then, oh my goodness, guys, I forgot to tell you about TK Baba's wife. I guess she didn't really step up the game because she went after Teresa. First one, she was backing Teresa, a little talking about Melissa, but then next she now went after Teresa, and Teresa was like, girl, I don't know you I just met you 5 seconds. I didn't bring up the story of you being a home wrecker, being what they call it, a house help, allegedly house help, who broke up or took a pregnant woman's husband, allegedly, Teresa was like, I did not say anything like that. So why are you coming for me? Do you understand that? But I guess when Teresa said that, I think that was the last time we saw the lady. Because she seemed like she had an outfit for the reunion, but I did not see her on the reunion. Yeah, I'm trying to come to think about it. I didn't see her on the reunion at all. But I remember when the posters came out, or when the pictures came out on Instagram, she was one of the people dressed in gold or whatever, but I didn't see her. So I guess her part was insignificant, or something happened, because it seemed like the husband checked out like towards the end of the show, even though he was trying to bring drama against Bill and whatever, and Louis must this, and then he always had something he had to walk. And I'm like, guy, I thought you were retired. What's going on here? Like, what job are you doing, or what's going on? But that's what I'm saying anyway. But okay, let's get back to the reunion. Oh my goodness, there's so much to address. Girl, I brought receipts, and I also I had to write down points because I didn't want you guys to miss anything. To start off with, the first part 1 of the reunion. They had to spread the reunion out. They had to give us now. Come on, they can't just fill it up in 1. We needed the whole time. They should have made it 4, part 4, 5, 6. I was still be sitting down there with my popcorn eating. Yes, girl. Let me tell you, the part 1 reunion came. It was Teresa and Margaret going at each other. like this. I'm telling you, they were going out each other like this. Teresa came and she was so pissed. She forgot the doctor's advice. I'm telling you, she was pissed at Margaret. She was saying that Margaret went and spread the news about her fiance. You know, she's engaged now. You know, he planned this whole romance thing. I'm telling you guys. Ooh, it was like the Kardashians. I'm telling you, I don't know, the guy has a lot of money. Did you see a house too? Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you about the house. It was fabulous because when we were moving out of the house, you know, that Teresa and Judice, her ex-husband, lived, and I was like, oh my goodness, the house was so beautiful. That woman really planned the house and everything. I mean, it was like, Teresa has taste. Let me tell you the truth. She has taste, for real. She planned the house. It was like custom made. You know when she first came on the show, she was like, she cannot stay in the house that somebody else stayed in. I was like, whoa, girl, what are you gonna do? Well, she did. She built a house. I think she built a house from scratch, I think. Yeah, and then she like custom made everything, like new things or bought things from. I mean, Teresa had the whole season like this, you know, into jail, you know. But you know, like everything customized. I was like, oh my goodness, what kind of house is she going to have that will beat this one? Let me tell you guys. Oh Lord, the house that she's staying in, I think, is like 15,500 square feet, guys. It has a pool. It has a backyard that looks like something in Las Vegas. I'm telling you, one of these hotels in Las Vegas. I'm telling you, it's like a resort on its own all day. I'm telling you, in the backyard. And then when you walk into the house, like I said, the house that each child, you know, because she moved in with Louis, you know, who already has 2 kids, you know, but one of the kids is living with them. So then we plus her 4 girls. Each person has their own room. And only that one. Oh my God, that house. You should see Teresa's closet. Fabulous. Let me tell you something. Fabulous. That lady has taste. She has pizzazz. She has class. She has it all. I was impressed. Like the house even has like a gated. It's like it has its own gates. You know, like a former house had their own gates too. But this one looks like if you are driving through it, it's like, oh, you know, it's like fabulous. I mean, fabulous. I'm telling you, fabulous. Oh my goodness. Okay, I digress. Okay, so the part 1 of the reunion started. So it was like Teresa and Margaret, like I told you, back at each other, up like that, and then talking about she should never have put fire, you know, to the rumors that she had, you know, whatever on the internet, whatever she got it, Instagram, whatever she got it for, you know. And Teresa was like, you went and talked to the ex, and then you tried to say you're my friend, you're trying to clear my name, my husband, my, you know, fiance's name. No, she was like, you are evil, you are. I mean, she told the lady, called the lady everything, I'm telling you. And then Margaret was back at her too. Margaret was like, how I put it, Margaret was like, you know, saying all sorts of things. Oh, she's this, she's that, classless. Oh, she is, I don't know, different alleged things she was talking about, you know. And then also Melissa, her sister-in-law, like, you know, Annie likes to stare at the pot, like he is there like staring at the pot, like come on. Annie should probably be one of the housewives. So he was there talking about, oh Teresa, so are you still not going to have Melissa in your wedding? And Teresa was like, no. Plain on no. You know, previously she had been on how I put it, Watch What Happened. Was it on Watch What Happened Live? She said, yeah, she said it the first time I watched Watch What Happened Live. And then she went also on E! News too to say too, you know. And she said that she is not going to have Melissa as one of her bridesmaids. But yet, guess how many bridesmaids that she's having? Let me tell you.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Why do I want you in your wedding, my wedding? You know what I'm saying? So that was part one. I can highlight on part one. They also talked about Jennifer too. Jennifer talked about, she was angry at Margaret too, for bringing up something that they had buried, but it looks like if when they buried it, they did not cover, they went and put it in shallow grave. They didn't put it deep down. So people were able to bring it out back, bring it out back. I'm having too much fun, guys. Oh, my. Take a sip with me, guys. This is some good drink. So, then, what else happened again? Let me think. Okay. Then Jennifer was upset about that. And then, Andy, Potstera again. Potstera. He's like, girl, you are coming on a reality show. Don't you think that your secrets will be revealed? Revealed? Is it revealed? Reveal. Yes, don't you think so? And she was like, yes, we knew it was gonna come out, but Joe decided, what his name is Joe, Bill. It's Bill. It was like Bill decided that if it comes out, we're gonna deny it. I was like, you're gonna deny it when people have receipts? Come on, girl, you're gonna be on the show. One of the most famous show in history, The Housewives of New Jersey. People are gonna be coming for you, girl. They're gonna be coming for you. I bet you hope you don't have no more dirt in your grave, whatever grave you put in. Whatever. So that was it, and it also addressed Jennifer's eating disorder, and it was kind of empathetic or whatever, sad to see her cry about it, how she addressed it. She seemed like she's in a better place right now. She's like added weight and everything, and she's like she talked about it and how the show saved her. It's like, girl, you've been surviving how long? How many episodes how many seasons has she been on? She's still alive. I was like, how did this show? But that's what she said, And so that's what happened. So then, what else happened again? Then we went into what they call it? We went into reunion 2. Part 2. Girl, I was waiting with my popcorn. And everything ready. You know what I'm saying? Everything ready. I was waiting. But then I was like, what's going to happen next? Because they had showed where Teresa had called Joe. Where Teresa had confirmed, or not confirmed, but she was like, Joe, well, you are a bitch. I was like, I cannot wait. So, guess what happened? The next part 2, they invited Joe to come in, to address it.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares. Seen it right
just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt, never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm, I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me?
She had an issue with her daughter, a teenager, and whatever, and dressing and girls like fed up with the mother, like, oh, this and that, because the girl probably don't want to be on the camera, but they try to create a storyline which she doesn't have, because she was there trying to fight with Jennifer. I forgot to tell you about that. How can you walk up to somebody and don't expect somebody to like think you're trying to fight them? Like you think that this is Chris Rock and and Will Smith? No, girl, please have several seats. You cannot walk up on me and then think that I will just be looking at you like, okay, slap me. Okay, be my face. No, she got up from her seat, was rushing towards Jennifer, because Jennifer was Jennifer called her husband, a bitch boy or something like that. She was walking. I don't know whether it's because she called the husband and son. I can't remember exactly what it was. But she walked up to Jennifer, and then Jennifer was like, held her hand and pushed her away. I was like, this is not, girl. No, you have the wrong Chris Rock. No, you're not gonna get away with it. No, and oh no, no. And she was like, you slept in the house. So she was looking at her like, girl, you walk up to somebody, that means you're trying to try something. If you walk up to somebody, you better have your things correct, because nobody is Chris Rock that will allow you to slap them and walk away. No, nada. We will have it down for you. You hear me? So, digress. So then, still in the reunion, oh my goodness. Teresa was like, you're sitting there over there with Margaret, who has, spread this rumor about my fiance, what they call it, tainting his name and his image and everything, and terrorized us and so, whatever. And then it seemed like it got into a screaming match, and he was screaming, and then so that's talking about how he went into the break room, or he went into the conference room or whatever room he went to go and sit down on the chair, and he said he quit. I was like, boy, you should have walked out the building. Then we know that you actually did quit. No, you didn't. You walked there like a tangerine little boy, like, okay, I'm gonna go sit down. And he come and look. Are they coming to come and check on me? Are they coming to check on me? Too much fun, guys. Oh god. And then Teresa, Andy told Teresa, we wanted him on the show. Go and help him come. He didn't even tell the wife to go and bring him. He told Teresa, you go bring your brother back. So Teresa went there and told him, so Joe, I don't like you messing with women's stuff. That's why, what I said, but but you need to come back to the show, I mean, he's like, and then, the funny thing about it is like, Andy is like there, got up, that the other woman was discussing whatever consider that is not making the show headline. And he left them in the middle of that discussion and walked to the break room, because Teresa was taking too long, because Teresa was like, Teresa's Louis came too, and people don't understand Teresa. Louis cannot walk over Teresa. You guys think this woman is a punk. This woman is not a punk. She has her, even though she's in a love bubble, she's in a this and that woman has her stuff together. Do you understand what I'm saying? Together. I'm telling you. Because Louis came there, he was like talking about, oh, you provoke him. I mean, Teresa was about to throw that one out over the fence. I was like, Louis, do you know what you're getting into? These people are the Italians, whatever, the Italian clan. You better know what you're getting into before you're going to deal with Teresa. So she was like, no, listen to Louis. He was like, don't provoke him. Like, let me ease like my Nigerian easy. Oh God, please, let me hurry up. Okay, wait. So then finally, Andy came there, and then he, they ended up, Joe ended up coming back to the. No, I think that's where it ended. I think. So then, part 3 comes. Oh my goodness, part 3 came again with more explosion. I'm telling you, they brought all the guys out and everything, and then Joe like, oh, welcome Joe back. I was like, well, the way you are kissing Joe's butt, because the reason I was like, he's my baby brother, I always kiss his butt, but this time I have to tell him the truth, And then, so in part 3, you see Joe is sitting there back behind there with his wife and everything. And before, I forgot to tell you earlier on, Teresa was telling Joe that they were saying that Joe doesn't, because I think she wants Joe to walk her down the aisle or whatever. And Joe is like, oh, I'm not going to walk you down the aisle if you don't have my wife in the show. I'm like, is this like a blackmail? Are we like kindergartens again? Or what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? But so eventually he's like, he comes back on the show in part 3, of the reunion and everything, and all the guys are back, and he's saying hi to everybody and everything, and then they give Bill a chance to explain his infidelity and alleged infidelity and everything, and then I think Melissa was trying to be like a judge or whatever she's trying to be. Maybe she's going for a different, I don't know whatever she's going for, but she was like, were you relieved when we brought it out on the show? And then Jennifer was like, yeah, I was kind of relieved, but I don't want my kids to know about it. The only person that knew about it, according to Bill, was his mother that knew about it, and his father didn't even know about it. I mean, like, so then Jennifer explained herself how for 10 years when this thing happened, when she was pregnant, when she found out from his phone, that she asked Joe, she was like, do you want to stay with this woman? Do you, whatever is going on, this and that. I think she said whether Joe even left, she told Joe to leave the house, and he went to a hotel in Miami or something like that. Maybe he went there to continue whatever he was doing, I don't know. But she like called the hotel and made arrangement for her to have an extra key, and then she came and like bumped into him. I mean, not even bumped into him, but like surprised him at the hotel, and it seemed like things turned out well. They had a great night and whatever, and things turned out well, and and they ended up moving from Miami. I mean, after whatever they did in Miami, whatever the closeness, it kind of brought them close. They talked about it, and they decided to put it behind them. So that was 10 years ago. This didn't happen. So so Joe was like, he felt bad when he was angry with Margaret. He said he was angry with Margaret initially, but he was also angry with himself because he was the one that committed whatever happened, And then that was nice for him to own his stuff, And what else again happened? He talked about, he talked about how Annie being messy again, stirring the pot. He was like how things we've already gotten Jennifer's report about how well you are doing right now. How you, because they don't believe Jennifer, because Jennifer's always be like, it's always fabulous in my marriage. Make her voice or whatever, but like all is well, because that's what Margaret was like. You're always like all is well, but meanwhile this guy cheated on you a long time ago. You didn't even talk about it, Okay, so she what else happened? So she had they talked about Jennifer and everything. I think the part that really got her was the fact that her kids found out. She didn't want the kids to find out. She didn't want the kids to look at dad in certain ways, a cheater, allegedly cheater or whatever, But the thing that surprised me about it all was the fact that Joe has been so rude to Bill's wife, and yet Bill was like he forgives Joe, and then only that one he's like he forgives Margaret. I'm like, I mean, why would you come on the show and don't stick up for your wife? Like, I don't understand this, like these people have been rude to your wife, calling your wife out of her name and everything, and then you come here, you're kissing your butt. Like, what? Are they paying you more than the plastic surgery job you're doing? Is that why you want to stay on the show? Or what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? And Jennifer was saying the same thing. She was like, I didn't expect my husband to come on the show and then not side with me and side with people who are being terrible to me. You know what I mean? Because he was saying that Margaret and whatever Jennifer should never have thrown them out, Joe and Melissa, when the fight happened. I was like, what do you expect? You don't throw them out. You want the fight to continue. Is that what was happening? I mean, what is your problem? You couldn't step up. You went and hid somewhere while your wife everything was happening to her. Instead of you to stand there and defend your wife and whatever, But I guess he is probably scared of his career, or there's something going on. The guy is interested. I don't understand. Somehow. And Joe was like, joegorga was like, well, I defend my wife all the time, so that's why you could call me a bitch boy and whatever. Well, I will be then a bitch boy, whatever. I guess he owned it too, And then we got a chance to see Louis explain himself. So Louis finally explained the video to us. He said the video was like one of his best friends, and so was going to a retreat, and then during the retreat, I think you get to talk about I don't know whether it's a recommitment to your women or something like that, retreat. So, excuse me. So that you get to recommit to your woman or whatever. And he said he was going out with somebody, he was engaged to somebody, not to marry the person. And they made him recommit to the lady. Like, that's why it seems like it was a proposal. And he said that he wasn't butt naked on the beach. He said he was wearing the boxers or his spandex. I don't know, whatever he said he was wearing. And then what else again did he talked about? He talked about he addressed, because Andy, Andy, ooh, Lord, staring the pot. And he talked about, oh, well, we heard about an alleged domestic violence, an alleged tire slashing of an ex, shouting in front of the kid. So he now went ahead and was like, well, if a man has never shouted in front of his kids to his wife, well, he's not the first person that has done it, It's just that the police was called. Like, Andy was like, well, did you hit her? He was like, nope, I never hit anybody. Andy was like, well, why does it seem like your exes have a lot of bad things to say about you? What's up? And he was like, well, they're just pissed, I forgot to tell you about something else that Teresa did too. When Andy was, before he came out, before Louis came out, Teresa Andy was like, well, why is he all of a sudden, like, his ex are all coming out and talking about it? So she was like, well, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them? Oh, teresagiudice. And then she made like a spin around, I didn't tell you about her outfit. Her outfit is like a mirror ball. Like a disco ball with the different colors and glass and everything on it. Yeah, she's spinning around. Everybody was like, and then you should see from across the room, Melissa that says she's gonna be that girl's relative was like, Margaret, Jenny, what they call it, Jackie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, haters gonna hate. But we're still the fairest. So that's what happened, I guess. Okay, so then what else happened? Let me tell you about it. Or what else happened? So Louis got to explain to all those things allegedly, and then Andy was like, do you forgive Margaret for what happened? And then Teresa was like, no. And then Louis asked Louis, do you forgive Louis? Says, yeah. And that he understands what Margaret was trying to do. That Margaret was trying to bring to light, not because according to Margaret, she said she was trying to bring to light, let him get an opportunity to defend himself, for all the allegations, so that we put him in a good image. I was like, girl, bye. That is not true what you're trying to do. You did not have no storyline. You had nothing to do but to dig all people's worms from the grave. That's what it was. You didn't have no storyline. There's nothing happening in your whatever. She had one episode where she's talking about, talking about her mother, and then, how the mother came from, I don't know whether it was Ukraine or whatever, and the mother, whether the mother was smuggled, I don't know, allegedly came across at a certain age, and they went through, so I don't even know what it was. They talked about she had this big party for the mother's 70th birthday or 72, I can't remember which one it was. She didn't invite Teresa to it. Teresa did not care, and she had this thing, party and everything, and she invited everybody but Teresa. That's why I'm like, you did the same thing. Like, what? Because Andy was like, I guess you're not invited to Teresa's wedding. She was like, nope, I'm not. And Teresa was like, no, she's not going to be invited to the wedding at all. So, and then what else did happen? So I was like, why is it fair for that person to not invite Teresa to something, but Teresa has to invite them to something? No, you don't need all these haters. Let me tell you something. If Joe wasn't her brother, hey God, I bet you Teresa would have called that Joe, his sister, and his wife, and his whole family away from her life, for real. She don't need that. You don't need that baggage. Oh no, you don't. People like Melissa, I've watched the whole season. She's there, like when Teresa's around, she's like, oh, but I have to act like she don't like she's a prisoner to Teresa. I have to act like certain way. I have to obey her commandments and everything. But when Teresa is not there, she's like, who does she think she is? She's the one instigating. She's the one talking bad about her sister-in-law. You think? And Teresa watched the videos like, hell no, you don't. I don't need haters at my wedding. For real, you were narrowly not even invited to the engagement. That's why you were sat somewhere where I couldn't even find you. Because they complain about that one too. They sat them down like probably in the basement. That's what they so they couldn't find them. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you sit your brother way out there? But meanwhile, Louis' whole family was sitting there all around you on the same table. I was like, girl, please, because you, let me tell you something, girl. You are on this, let me put this a thread. You are on this thread, of not being even invited to nothing. You and your husband, for real. But that's what happened. And then let me see if I missed out anything else. They talked about Jackie's eating disorder, how she's better at it. Louis was there going to hug Joe. Margaret's, I guess I forgot to say about Joe. Joe had bags on his eyes, Oh, Lord. So Margaret went and convinced him, to remove the fat, suck the fat from he doesn't seem like he's too happy about it. So maybe who knows what happened to him, he's probably scared he might lose his eye. I don't know, but he seemed not too happy about it. And even when they asked joegorga whether he noticed the change, I was like, nope, I didn't notice any change. Oh my God, you're such a drama person. But Louis was busy there, shaking his hand, and Teresa was like, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? And then he's there hugging Margaret, and Teresa's just looking at him, and then Andy's like, Andy was very dramatic. He was like, no. You know what kind of time? I was like, what's wrong with you? Calm down. Lord have mercy. What's going on? I mean, I know you just had a daughter. You're not sleeping, or what's going? Like, you're not sleeping. You watching the baby. I thought you had help for that. He was just like always like, I can't hear anybody. I'm like, Jesus, and he told you to shut up too. I was like, that's so rude. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened, in the whole reunion and everything. I think people are upset with Andy for that, So I don't know. He took a poll yesterday on Watch What Happened Live, and people, probably one person that was busy, answering the survey said no. Because I tried to get on the survey, I couldn't even find it. So it's probably one person from his whatever studio, because they had all the guys on the studio and Watch What Happened Live, and he was there, had a poll about who's the best housewife, who's the this, that, and so I was like, please. It's probably one person in his place that is there doing the survey. Whatever. And then what else happened again? Let me see whatever else I missed out, didn't tell you about. And then at the end, he kind of apologized to them at the end because he lost his cool, not once, I don't even think twice. But the worst one was the one he was like, you know what I was like, all the ones were looking at him, and he was saying that he told him to shut up not once, so twice, even more than that stuff. I was like, that is so rude. Like, who are you? Really? I mean, you should have better manners than that. You know, like, oh no, that's no. So, and then what else again happened? Oh my goodness, I hope I'm not missing anything out. And then, you know, Louis like kissing both of everybody, and then Teresa was like, yeah, he's a nice guy, not me. And then he's like, do you ever just listen to yourself? Do you ever change your mind? And I was like, and she's like, no, I don't. And before people, she couldn't answer. People were like, no, she doesn't. She's like, no, I don't. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, that's what we love about Teresa. Teresa doesn't forgive anybody, nor does she apologize, nor does she care. You know, who are you, this, that? No, because I remember she was on Andy, Watch What Happened Live, and Andy was asking her a question about somebody, and she was like, and Andy was like, I don't think you know that person. And for real, probably Teresa doesn't even know the person. Like, Teresa is very, I don't even know how to put that. You know, she's unique, she's special, she is fabulous. She's somebody, she makes the show. That's what I'm saying. Even though she's being hated on Facebook right now and Instagram and every Bravo group, you know what I'm saying? But please, we love her. Her contract has been signed for another how many whatever. She is the show. She is the housewife of New Jersey show. She's the show that they stopped. They waited for her to get out of prison. Oh, let's bring me to another plane again. I wanted to address too. Joe went on Melissa's podcast. You know, that lady is just milking all the money. I mean, I don't know where she's going to, you know. But he went on her podcast and said that his nieces should be glad that they held the show. He said that they put food on the nieces, and if the nieces wouldn't have eaten, or they put food on the nieces in the nieces' mouths, because they held the show when Teresa was in jail, because Joe didn't have a job, because they continue with the show, or they were part of the show. That was why the nieces them had food. I was like, boy, you've lost your mind. Your sister was the show in the beginning. They brought you up. They brought you into the show. Do you understand what I'm saying? You should be thanking her for putting food on your plate. Which job do you have? They're renting a house and then keep on telling us stories that, their house is being built. Yes, we can't even see it. I think he even took us to one house that is probably a forgotten house. Almost reminds me of when, what was that name again? What was that girl's name again? Giselle was building a house. It looks like that. I'm like, tasteless. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably went and then Teresa and they put a bee there, and they were running from the bee. I'm like, no taste, no class, horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're building a house and your daughter is angry with you because you probably know the truth, and know that they're lying. Like, she's lying to us. Because the people say every 5 seconds. It's like almost 3 seasons now. We're still looking for the house that they're building. We are still like, is this going to turn to She by Sheree? It is. I was like, so guess what happened? When he was on the reunion and they addressed it, it was like, oh, well, guy, they already had the contracts before you were even included in the show to film Teresa. I don't know if Teresa goes in or Teresa comes out. I don't know, the jail episode, special that they had on Teresa. It was like, even if you were not on the show, they still would have been in the show. They still would have gotten the contract. So you were not the one that put the food in their mouths. And in my mind, I'm like, why are you talking about that to your missus? How are they going to respect you as an uncle? Like, you've lost your mind. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Teresa puts food in your mouth. That boy had no job. Like, I don't know. Allegedly, I don't think he has any job. I don't think so. He's like, when a man's ready to go and work in a hard day labor and he comes back, I said, oh my boy, please, you're trying to be a makeshift comedian. I mean, a wannabe comedian. That I don't understand. I think he's still a star because people probably booed him off the stage. I don't even know. I'm like, come on. Remember, dog don't feed who bites him. Come on, you should be appreciative of your sister. She makes the show. We should own it and own it. Well, guys, that's it for me. It's been a delight hanging out with you guys. I say stay blessed and always be fabulous. Till next time, I'm going to bring you another delicious recap of another special going on. I'm thinking about doing the sunset, Sunny Sunset reunion. I just watched it. I'm going to give you guys a recap of that too. So don't forget to click like and share and also subscribe. Love you guys. Always stay blessed and be fabulous.